Our tail of the tape for our featured bout of the night. Both Shevchenko and Nievera are 33 years old. Shevchenko with a 3-inch height advantage, just a narrow 1-inch reach advantage. The referee for our featured bout tonight from the Ultimate Fighter Gym in Las Vegas is Herb Dean.
Ready to fight. Ready to fight. Let's do it.
Herb Dean says, let's do it. And we are underway in our 5th and final bout of the night. Jaimee Nievera in the blue, Antonina Shevchenko in the red.
Yeah,
you see action early here.
You see Nievera wasted no time trying to get this fight to the floor. Of course, it was unsuccessful. And then Antonina connected with the first clean shot and put it down on her back. So this really isn't getting off to a good start with Nievera. She needs to control her emotions. You could see the emotion on her face. Landed a nice shot there. Got in on the single, didn't quite get the hands together, making her game plan very, very clear. Very evident what she's trying to do, but here she's clinched up. Got to be careful. Somebody with the Muay Thai and the K1 experience will deliver a knee right up the midsection.
Shevchenko, a big minus 1,100 favorite tonight in this bout.
There's the first knee. Trying to escape a tie clinch of someone with this kind of experience is very, very difficult. She's shot down there, but she's got to be careful. Oh,
down to the mat they go. Nievera on top for a moment.
She can transition to an armbar here. If she gets that leg under the head, she could get an armbar. Now she's going to go to the back, possibly transition to a triangle. No, full guard.
Michael, as you said at the top of the show, Nievera's game plan needs to be to get this fight to the mat.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've seen it from this position in the past actually transition to a knee bar. You know, go for a heel hook, transition to the knee bar, or if you don't get that, you can actually use that to get back to your feet. She's also got a triangle victory and an armbar victory as well. So, you know, she has got submissions off her back. And that isn't the strong suit for Shevchenko. But as I said, training out there in Tiger Muay Thai, they do cover everything. It's not just a Muay Thai gym.
Nievera is a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. 4 of her 7 wins coming by submission. But believes in her stand-up game as well. Says it doesn't define me as a fighter to always go to the ground, but perhaps against an 11-time Muay Thai champion, you want to get down and dirty. 2 minutes into this first round, Shevchenko on top.
You know, Shevchenko showing a little bit of, how can I put this politely? I don't know. A little green on the floor. She put a hand on the floor. You never put your hand on the floor. This is good work. This is good work. Nice big elbows here. Now she backs up out of the cage. Now here we see the tricky footwork from Nievera.
Big right hands from Shevchenko.
And that's the problems if you're going for you know, leg locks at all. You can always get countered with big shots. Shevchenko was close to being escaped there and back to her feet and disengaging from the groundwork. Nievera did a good job of attacking the leg. See, look, there's that hand on the floor once again. Now Nievera's got hold of that. Now she can transition to a Kimura or just start a chain of attacks.
More ground and pound from Shevchenko.
Excellent ground and pound there. Nievera's back to her feet. But realistically, that's not a safe place to be against Shevchenko. Those knees are not good.
Tie clinch being worked by Antonina. Nice knee to the body there, under 2 minutes to go first round.
And again.
Oh,
she's got to get that head up. Nievera has to look at the ceiling. You got to look at the ceiling. That over accentuates the head looking up. You cannot look at the floor in that situation.
You got that, kid. You got that.
Loud and proud in her corner is Valentina Shevchenko.
Nievera looks in some pain there. There's another knee. Just kind of glanced the forehead, one to the midsection. Beautiful tie clinch here.
Repeated work with the knees from Shevchenko and stuffs that takedown attempt for the moment from Nievera.
Nievera fighting well though. You know, she took some big knees there, then she went for the
now
takedown.
Really
but this is the
position.
end of the fight. This is it. I feel like this is the end. She's curling up. She's waiting for the referee to stop the fight almost.
Oh man, look at the cut on the left eye of Nievera as Herb Dean keeps a close eye on it.
Nievera's getting back to her feet here.
Back to the feet, and Herb Dean calls time. He wants a doctor in to look at this cut on Jaimee Nievera. The corner of Nievera pleading for no stoppage this way.
No doubt that cut open from one of the knees. Knees to the face, elbows to the face. They're just so sharp on the forehead.
You get a big cut, okay? You got to be able to see. Okay.
The doctor says okay. Jaimee says, I'm okay. So Herb Dean will say, okay, let's fight some more. The gates closed. They're back to action here. And for how long? Combination. The left hand lands flush for Shevchenko. Under a minute to go in the first round.
Nievera is just outmatched on the feet, needs to desperately get this fight to the floor, but every time she does this, she ends up in the tie clinch. She cannot take any more of these knees.
Oh, that is a knee factory from Shevchenko when she gets you in the plum clinch.
And there's a real difference between a world-class Muay Thai practitioner and somebody that does MMA. But that said, Nievera has made the most of that position. She's got her on top. Shevchenko's on her back. Let's see what Nievera can do. Several things are happening now. Nievera can take a break. Nievera can get her senses back to her after eating those knees to the face. She can take a breather, and now she can advance, try and pass guard, and try and get a submission.
And able to survive the first round with that late takedown, Jaimee Nievera. Let's listen into corners now with our corner cam, brought to you by Grunt Style. This will defend.
Take a slow, deep breath. Give me a little slow, deep breath, get some water. Okay. Take a slow, deep breath. Hey, every time when the clinch comes, beside you fight for them, just overhand right on top. Okay? Overhand right on top. Okay? Don't let her get, you gotta let that 1-2 go. You're not letting your 1-2 go. You understand? Take a slow, deep breath. I want you to be clear-headed. Okay? She's beatable now. The next round, you're gonna find the right moment to take her down again and do your thing. Okay? She's a takedown very doable.
And here's what did this damage, no doubt. The knees to the face, followed up with some nice ground and pound from the top there. And once again, that was to the midsection, up to the top. And I thought the fight might be over here because it looked like Nievera was kind of curling up in a ball. Obviously, you can't do that, but she did well. She fought back, actually ended the round on top. See the Vaseline on the face there, stopping that blood going into the eye. See the height difference as well there for Shevchenko. It's a big advantage given her style.
The height difference is 3 inches in the favor of Shevchenko as she looks to reopen that cut to the bridge of the nose of Jaimee Nievera. Here in the second round, women's flyweight action making history again this week with the first ever featured bout on the Contender Series belonging to the ladies. And Shevchenko moving forward once again, lands flush to the chin with the left. The Shevchenkos from Kyrgyzstan that have made their home in their training camp largely in the country of Peru. Antonina and Antonina have taken advantage of the Performance Institute here in Las Vegas as well, where they train. 1 minute into the second round.
We see Nievera a little less hesitant to try and shoot in and get the shot. The problem was when she was shooting in last time, they were ending up in the clinch and ending up getting kneed in the face. Of course, that's not what she wants to happen, so she's kind of at a loss what to do here, kind of beating some shots up against the fence. It's not over. You never know what's going to happen in MMA. That's why
big right from Shevchenko.
That was a beautiful jab right to the face. Comes up with an elbow, didn't quite connect, but here we are in the tie clinch position again. This is a real nice tie clinch here. Beautiful work by Shevchenko.
Shevchenko breaks, and in this second round has been using more from distance. The cut reopens.
It's reopened, just kind of dripping down the nose. Fortunately, just avoiding the eye, so not hindering the vision too much for Nievera.
Straight right. Counter right from Nievera looked to land, but Shevchenko wears it well and continues.
Let's go! Right back at her!
Using more of the front kick here in this second round. Body kick landed by Nievera.
Just barely missing both times there. But Shevchenko clearly in control of this fight. 1-2. There's a pretty decent shot to start with, but the penetration wasn't there. So you see Shevchenko working that tie clinch. There it is once again. That one was flush.
And the body there from Shevchenko.
Shevchenko disengaged there, which was surprising. Nievera showing a lot of heart here. showing a lot of heart. You know, taking knees like that is not easy.
Shevchenko looking to make it 5 for 5, or each of these fighters looking to make it 5 for 5 in finished fights for the second straight week on the Contender Series. Another shot attempt there. Good defense by Shevchenko to stay on the feet. Back to the knees.
And this has really been the story of this fight, the knees here.
Knee up top that time. Back to the body.
This is going to be the end of this fight pretty soon. There's a big one there, another one to the body. You can't take too much of this kind of action here. And given Shevchenko's frame, which is so long and wide, with the affect you more. Herb Dean taking a close look here. He's about
Says
to
you
stop
need to
this.
work, and he stops it.
Wow.
Antonina Shevchenko into the Ultimate Fighter gym. Hands in the air after a second round TKO victory.
Fantastic performance. Wasn't quite as flashy or instant as T. Edwards, but a very, very dominant performance indeed. Excellent use of the Thai clinch. Some of the best Thai work I've seen in the UFC recently.
What a journey these Shevchenko sisters have been on since Antonina, the 33-year-old, was 7 and getting into martial arts. Soon after, her sister Valentina follows. They have traveled, they have trained, they are best friends, and perhaps in just a few minutes, they'll both be in the UFC.
And you got it. Let's take a look at the replays here. It was all Antonina Shevchenko, pardon me. See here using the hands. Of course, the tail of the fight was the knees, but here's a right, left, and a left. Backs her up, comes in with the elbow, and now we have the clinch. And this is the beginning of the end right here. Works the midsection, takes it upstairs, goes back to the body. Herb Dean watching very, very closely here. And Herb Dean had no choice but to step in there. Jaimee Nievera showed a lot of heart there, and there is her sister, the Shevchenko sisters. Dominant force in mixed martial arts, in combat sports in general. That was an amazing performance. Those knees were absolutely brutal.
What a situation it potentially sets up in the flyweight division at 125 pounds. Let's make it official. Here's Lorisenko.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this bout at 3 minutes and 22 seconds of round number 2, declaring your winner by TKO, Antonina Shevchenko.